Hi YouTube, this is ATL Lock Diva, and I am coming to you with my vlog number 3, which is my 6-month update. My hair was retightened about 2 weeks ago. I'm going every 5 weeks. It's progressing pretty well. My hair is shorter than it was in my last video because I believe I had explained to you, those of you who are my subscribers, in my first video that my Sisterlocks were installed in September of 2011, and I had locks that had a lot of open ends. So my ends were open, they weren't in the locking pattern. And as time progressed, my hair, that part of my hair towards the ends where my hair was open, left open, didn't lock. The rest of my hair that was in a lock pattern did. So on the strands of hair where the lock pattern was created, where my hair was put in a lock pattern, started to lock and it looked really beautiful. But at the point where my open ends began, I started to get bunching really badly. And I like a more uniform, congruent look. I love to see sisters and brothers with locks that are congruent, all the same size, and just really well-groomed and uniform looking. So that's the look I'm going for. And so I cut about 2.5 inches of my hair off about a month ago. I was about 5 months into the locking process. I didn't feel as though the open ends were progressing as well as the rest of my hair that was in the lock pattern. So I just decided to cut my open ends off. And for me, it was a good decision. I'm glad that I made it. My hair is progressing really well now. It's hair, it'll grow back. I don't miss the open ends. I know some people like the curly ends, that curly end look. I didn't want that. So, here I am, 6 months in. For new viewers, my hair is in the large and medium grid. And it's really starting to lock. The lighting in this room is really bad, but I'm hoping you guys can see well. My ends are starting to close. My locks aren't starting to harden quite yet. I didn't have any unraveling due to me cutting my hair. I think it's progressing along pretty well. I would expect that in a couple of months, closer to the 1-year mark, I'll be totally locked. So I'm really looking forward to that period. I'm going through the fuzzy stage now, so I'm wearing more braid outs, and I'm wearing a lot of beanies. I live in Atlanta, and the pollen is really bad this year. I play tennis with Alta. It's a women's, well, not women's, but it's the Atlanta Lawn Tennis Association. So I'm outside a great deal to protect my hair from the pollen so that I'm not washing my hair every day. I wear a hat or a beanie, and it works for me. So when I'm stepping out, when I know I'm going to be outside for an extended period of time to protect my hair from pollen, I wear a cap or a beanie. I'd like to purchase one of the dread socks that I've seen some YouTubers review. Everybody seems to have positive comments about it. So I think a dread sock will be more lightweight. So I believe I'll purchase one of those to kind of mix up my style when I'm wearing, when I'm dressed a little more casual. And the beanies are quite hot because they're crochet or knit. So anyhow, but that is my progress thus far. I know it's really hard to see because of the light. I cut a lot of the color out when I cut my ends, so there's not a lot of color left. But that's fine. I don't plan on coloring my hair. Here's the back. So I thought about splitting some of my larger locks. I had a talk with my consultant, my loctician. She said that I had two options at this stage, that I could either, the larger locks that I wanted split to make them smaller, that I could take down those locks and reinstall them, or she would reinstall them, or she could just retighten those locks, the locks that I want to split, but she can retighten them in a kind of like a Y pattern, and then as time progresses, my hair grows out, and then we can snip them, separating the two hairs. So it would, one lock would, she would use a repeated rotation, retightening my hair instead of a 3 or 4 pattern rotation. And then as time progresses, the one lock would be 2, but they'd still be joined. And then once my hair got longer, she could snip it, clip it. So I decided against that. Would I like my locks smaller? Yes. It takes 2.5 hours to retighten. I'm not thrilled about that time because I'm a very busy person. So I know that smaller locks is going to be a larger time commitment during my retightenings. And at some point, I'd like to retighten my hair myself. So I think I'm going to stick with this large to medium pattern that I have, the grid size. I'm not going to split my locks. So that's pretty much it. I'm enjoying my journey. I'm retightening my daughter's hair treasure. I'm long overdue on an update video for her. I have a update video on treasure coming up pretty soon. So I apologize for the long video. It's been a long time since I've posted. So I got a little long-winded, but thanks, guys. Please subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think about splitting locks. Let me know if you've been successful in splitting your locks. And so maybe sometime down the road I'll decide to do it. But any comments that you have, I'm welcome to it. Any questions that you have, I'll answer for you. And please subscribe. Thanks.